Oba eats like a king. Oba walks like a king. Oba sits like a king. And several times, Oba thinks like a king. Oba is the only one that can describe himself. Then, the king who is king. The king who is king is here.
Hey guys, this is the third week of Vlogmas and you're welcome. I hope you've been enjoying it. And if you are yet to watch the videos, you can go and binge watch. And if you are seeing my face for the first time, you can also go and binge watch. Also, don't forget to subscribe and put on your notification for my videos because that's very important. So you can see more of my face and my content. You get. So Christmas is in how many days? Today is Saturday, 17th of December. So Christmas is in 8 days. Yeah, 8 days. Next week, Sunday. Yes. So this week, I decided to try out new stuffs. Like, have new experience before the year runs out. And I picked 3 things I was going to do. So the first on the list is karaoke. See, the Yoruba in me, whenever I see that word, I always want to pronounce it as karaoke. Like, if you're Yoruba, you understand karaoke, like karasoke, but it's karaoke. So I went there, but unfortunately, the person that was going to anchor it was not around. I was so pained. I was so pained because I don't know. I wasted my time and effort there. I'm sure I'm going to try it some other time, but at least I was hoping to try it out. That was on Thursday. Yeah, Thursday. Then the same place I was supposed to try out that salsa dance. Yeah, salsa dance. But they fucked up now, so I'll still go for it. Might be next week or early next year because this year is almost over already. I'm giving you ideas already. If you need new experience, new things to try out with your loved ones and all, you can try that out. For the salsa dance, you don't have to know how to do the dance before. I think they are going to teach you. They have people there that will undo that part. So salsa dance, karaoke nights. That was Thursday, yesterday was Friday. So yesterday I went for a stage play at the church I attend. The title of the stage play was "This is not a Christmas story." It was not a Christmas story. It was actually not a Christmas story because I had to ask the person beside me that, okay, is this according to biblical account or what? It was loaded, the plot twist and all. Like, is it tragedy you are looking for? Comedy, romance, everything was there. It was too loaded. It was so nice. Like, the stage settings and the costume too, they were also on point. I don't know the terms for all these stuff, but like the lightning, everything, it was perfect. It was perfect. And then you must be wondering what stage play takes place in church and has romance, comedy, tragedy, and all those stuff I mentioned. But it was actually a Christmas story. It was the story of Jesus. Like, it's just a plot twist. Okay, let me give you the plots.
What mercy lies within in the heart of this child. He will give us his life. Compassion for the weak.
It's the story of the birth of our Lord Jesus from the perspective of a family friend, Benji and Ruth. Benji and Ruth became friends with Joseph and Mary when Joseph advertised his carpentry works to Benji, a fisher that needs a boat at the moment. Benji and Ruth had been married for 3 years, while Joseph and Mary were courting. Fast forward to 8 years, they were still waiting on the Lord for a child. Ruth, being a woman of God, prayed to God and promised God that if I'm given a child, I'll make sure the child serves you, I serve you, other stuff. And God granted her desires. only for her to get to know that Mary is pregnant. She was shocked. They were all Christians, deep-rooted Christians. So fornication, how weird. Joseph and Mary. Ruth was quick to judge them, but at the same time, she moved on from it very fast. They gave birth on the same day, and Herod heard of a newborn king through 3 wise men. This time around, 3 wise women that followed the stars to Ibidun land to give the king that was just giving birth to. King Herod, being the born true king, sent his guards to kill all babies they were giving birth to during that period. The guards went, they killed Benji and Ruth's baby. They also killed Joseph and Mary's baby, supposedly. When this happened, Benji and Ruth were so shattered. Their world came crumbling before them. A child they had to wait for 8 years to get was taken just like that. Ruth stopped serving God, stopped going to church, but Benji kept to his faith. At that point, Ruth's younger sister already had a child that was about 15 years old. So Ruth took the child, Folashade, as her own daughter, took care of her and everything like that. So one day when Ruth was coming back from the market, a passerby asked her if she knows that Joseph and Mary's son is in town. She was shocked. What do you mean, Joseph and Mary's son? I thought he was dead 30 years ago when my son died too. She was so disappointed. She was so pained. She was just nagging, complaining to God that, oh, me that have been serving you, my son was killed. Joseph and Mary that fornicated, their son is still alive. She wept. She was so pained. She was so pained. So on one of Ruth's visitations to her younger sister's house to take care of her younger sister's daughter, the daughter collapsed. And it was one of the villagers that had to tell them that they know someone who can resurrect her. At the end, they went to call Jesus, and Jesus resurrected her, even though Ruth doubted it at first. But later, she believed in Jesus and she went back to serving God. Well, the way I explained it might be confusing because my word doesn't best describe how it was acted out. And I wish you were there to experience it yourself. But it was a Christmas story with a plot twist, and it was narrated by Ruth to her grandchildren. At the end of it all, I learned 2 things from the stage play, and the first one is in form of a question. And the question is, are you serving God because of the things you want to get from Him, or are you serving Him because He is God? The second lesson is, don't be too self-righteous, because Ruth was self-righteous at some point. Because she felt she didn't commit fornication, her own child is supposed to survive, and Mary and Joseph's child is not supposed to survive because it's a product of fornication, which was not. So that was the lesson I learned. I went through different emotions during the stage play. At first, I was confused, like, what's happening here? Then I was surprised at how the story turned out. And at some point, I was hoping nothing bad happens to Ruth again. And at the end of the show, I was finally happy. One of my favorite parts of the stage play is the scene where King Herod was informed about the birth of a new king. It had a lot going on. The chiefs, the king guard, the king jester, like, it was so nice and hilarious.
And where do you think you are going? Papa said you can speak now.
The king who is king, we have.
We don't hide.
Your minutes are numbered, you rats. You have chosen so rudely interrupt your accomplice in my presence. I will hear the filthy details from your tongue.
Okay.
walking around with a protruding baby and has given birth. It's looking like the king wants to destroy himself. Or he's about to die.
As you have said, he is the one true king. But you know, I have also been looking for this child.
What?
Yes. Okay. Continue your journey. Keep going. But immediately you find him. Immediately. Come and meet me in my palace. So that I can come my entire entourage to come and worship this special being.
Yes, Kabiyesi.
Or should I be calling him king now?
Kabiyesi. Is this another Congo celebration?
It's the feast.
Oh,
They say we have blood.
yes, we have to Kabiyesi.
Yeah.
We love royal blood. No, you love royal blood. Kabiyesi.
Then the stage play was not musically lacking too. The background music, at some point the characters also sang. It was so nice and perfect.
It was a silent night, a holy night. All was gone, all was bright around young birth, mother and child, holy infant, so tender.
As you can see, I'm dressed to go out. I'm going for a movie in the park experience. Although they are not using a park, they're using a stadium. But green grass, sitting on the floor, watching movies in an open space, that's the idea. And this is like my first time of experiencing such. So stay glued to the screen and enjoy. We are live at VLOGMAS WK Stadium. So this is the first time I will be seeing the stadium after it got renovated. It's very sad, very nice. I was rooting for France. Yeah, like my crush. The bottom of my heart, I was very pained. That's loud, by the way. That's loud. Like what? It's really a tough match. Very tough. Hey guys, so I got back late on Saturday. I got back around 10 p.m. So I could not make any video. I was very tired. Very tired. But trust me to bring reviews. So about the movie in the park experience I went for, it was nice, but at the same time it was just there. It was underwhelming, like boring. The lit vibes was not really there. And the movie that was supposed to be like the icing on top of the cake, or should I say it's supposed to be the cake itself, it was just boring. The title of the movie was Crime and Justice, and I don't know why you choose that kind of movie for a gathering like that. So it was not even a movie. It was a series, and they showed episode 1 and 2. Like, are we lawyers? Are we into criminal cases? No. So I feel they should have chosen a better movie. That would have done the trick. Apart from that, there were vendors, shawarma vendors, everything like that. So you can't suffer twice. You have to eat. Got to see so many people. It was more like the University of Ibadan reunion. Then the location was very nice. Adamas Stadium is so fine. The last time I was there was like 8 to 10 years ago. But man, a lot of things has changed. And I was so happy to be there. I took a lot of pictures, but they were not really up to my expectations. I really wish I took them on the field, because the ones I saw from the field, they were perfect. The lighting was perfect too. Anyways, kudos to the organizers of the event. More grace to do more and better. Then yesterday was World Cup's final. Congratulations to Argentina, and special congratulations to Mbappe. He's a winner no matter what. The hat-trick. No be shere. He really tried. Well, I'm not really a fan of football, but I watched yesterday's finals, and you guys are trying. The tension was much. At some point, I was closing my eyes. Why? Like, especially during the penalty. Don't let me talk. Don't let me talk. But I'm on the winning side always. Mbappe is winning. Argentina won. So congratulations to all of us. And that's a wrap for VLOGMAS Victory. Like I said earlier, if you're yet to watch the previous ones, you can go and binge watch. Also, don't forget to subscribe and put on your notification for my videos. Thank you.